Hi, I'm Joe Murphy. I'm back. Here's the whiteboard behind me again. So I did a video the other day talking about the 8 psychological principles behind mastery needed to tap your infinite potential. Now today, I want to get into 4 aspects to get a sense of mastery so that you can learn to live in the realm or the world or the lens of mastery so that you can cultivate from your professional standpoint of somebody who is working towards mastery over themselves and their profession. This idea of mastery is not new, but some of the psychological principles that go into mastery are the basis for long-term success. Now, I've been studying mastery, self-mastery, mastery, and some of these psychological principles behind mastery in order to tap your infinite potential for the past, 10 years. Now, I've been studying leadership for the past 30 years. How do I become a better leader? How do I motivate people? How do I inspire them? How do we create winning teams? How do we build high-performing teams? How do I leverage emotional intelligence to tap into other people's emotional intelligence, not for manipulative reasons, but for creating a great organization where people feel empowered. So this is all interwoven into becoming successful. When I talk to people, I ask them, do you want to be the best in your field? And usually people are looking at me like I've asked the question, can you leap to the moon? Or have you even thought about leaping to the moon? Because they never thought about being the best in their field. Now I say, well, why don't you aim for the top 5%? Why don't you work towards, I'm going to be in the top 5%. Now I always get the people who are on the left brain, the people who are operationally focused, IT focused. Well, how do I know I'm going to be in the top 5%? It's not that you ever reach the top 5% because it continues to move up. But if you don't aim for it, it's the idea of becoming better, not getting to it, but becoming everything that you can possibly be in order to get to that top 5%. Okay? That is a critical focus. Now, that's part of mastery. So I want to talk to you about how does one build this idea or create this sense of mastery, this lens of mastery? Well, it does start with that goal. How do I become in the top 5%? How do I become everything that I was designed to be? Those are 2 critical questions that I want you to ask yourself. How do I get in the top 5% of my field? And, well, how do I become everything that I've been designed to be? How do I become everything that I've been designed to be? Well, this takes work and effort. But I want to start with beyond the work and effort. I want to talk to you about commitment. Commitment is a critical foundation to mastery and tapping your infinite potential. And it's the first one. Learn to function from an aspect or the realm of commitment. Make promises to yourself that you're going to do these things today. You're going to do the 5-mile walk, the 10,000 steps. You're going to work from a to-do list. You're going to prioritize your to-do list, and you're going to knock out these 5 critical things before 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. That's a commitment to yourself. You're going to commit to yourself to be the best prepared in tomorrow's meeting because you've read all the notes and did some research. Not because you're showboating, but because you have made a commitment to yourself to become the best. And you've made the commitment to become everything that you've been designed to be. Does that make sense? Living and working from the realm of commitment. Now, this also bleeds into working from the commitment of others. When you make a promise that you're going to be there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you're going to be there at 3:48. You're going to be there at 12 minutes ahead of time. You're going to have no excuses. Sorry, my meeting ran over. That's called improper meeting management. I'm sorry. I apologize. Don't apologize. Just be at the meeting on time. Sort of like going to the airport. Well, I had to make 4 more phone calls and I was rushed. So I was late. I had to run through the airport. No, plan your day different. Get down to the airport early and make those phone calls from the airport. People will be impressed, by the way, that you're actually working from the airport, because if they hear what's going on in the background, you can say, I'm working from the airport. I wanted to get back to you. I made a commitment, a promise that I would call you. Okay? People love people who follow through with their commitment. And that's part of mastery. The second aspect of this is, we talked about this on the previous program, is going beyond limiting notions. First, identifying the limiting notions, and then going beyond them. That this means go beyond what is rational. It may feel even irrational of this idea of, I'm going to be in the top 5%. That might sound ridiculous, but that's what mastery is about. Going beyond the rational and your limiting notions that sound rational, that you've lived with for the past 30, 40, 50, and even 60 years. It's never too late to change. It's not. All right. Here's where, this is the third one. There's 2 aspects to this, is to choose what you want. Now, I gave you 2 things. 1, get in the top 5% and become everything you designed to be. But there's a third aspect. What is it you want out of life? Do you want peace? Happiness? Do you want wealth? Do you want to move to the next rung in the ladder at your corporation? By the way, all these things, they don't conflict with each other once you're aimed to be in the top 5% and you become everything that you've been designed to be. Now, the last aspect of choose what you want, do whatever it takes to produce the results. Do whatever it takes to produce the results. These 4 things, and then the 5th, do whatever it takes to produce the results, is your commitment to yourself, your promise to yourself, and following through. You owe it to yourself. Far as I can tell, you only get 1 life to live. Nobody's ever came back and said, hey, take it easy on this life. There's a whole new life after this one. Push yourself. Test your mettle. You've been designed to do great things, but it's up to you to put the car into drive and step on the gas. I'm Joe Murphy. I'm here for your success. Thanks for watching.